Okay, now strap in because I'll be doing question 4 without any preparation beforehand. So now we have question 4.py, question 4 grade, and question 4 test. Okay, the test file is the one that is given to us in the exam. And additional function, we might need a point function. Okay, so what I like to do is always copy the one of the test cases into your q4.py, and then just wanna get a simple test case. Find stations within distance and Botanic Gardens 2. Okay, let's keep it as written none, and for a train line in MRT map, print the train line. See what we have. Okay, clear screen and run again. Okay, so we have three train lines, just three train lines, and we want to identify, for example, in Botanic Gardens, trains, the MRT stations which are 2 stops from Botanic Gardens. So it will be Stevens and Newton for this case. It will be Newton and Stevens, correct. And we don't have to worry about the order because the order of the stations list will be sorted because of this function here. Okay, what we need to do here is we need to construct an MRT dictionary that points to that, for example, if you're in Botanic Gardens, it will point to Stevens, and if you're in Stevens, you will point to Botanic Gardens and Newton, and if you're in Little India, you'll point to Newton and Rochor, and if you're in Rochor, you'll point to Little India. So we can do it over in this find stations within distance, or we can just construct a method called construct MRT dictionary, and we give them the MRT map, and they have to return us with a working MRT dictionary. Okay, so we just want to put this according to what they say here within their comments. Okay, so MRT dictionary equals to construct MRT dict, and give them the MRT map. Okay, so we are given the MRT map here. So for a train line in MRT map, the first stop will be for example, Botanic Gardens, you only want to point to Stevens and nothing else. But for the second stop and the second last stop, you will be pointing to the front and the back. From the second stop to the second last stop, you'll be pointing to the front and to the back. So we just want to handle the corners, the two corners, the first stop and the last stop. So the first stop will be equals to train line 0, and the last stop will be equals to train line -1. And for the first stop, we only want to point it to the second stop. So we'll point it to train line 1. Okay. And for this point function, we want to map MRT dictionary, throw in MRT dictionary, and then first stop, second stop. So we just want to declare copy this here so that we can reuse the map. So if first stop is in MRT dictionary, first stop dot append second stop, else MRT dictionary first stop equals to second stop in a list. So it will be equal to a list with only one item, which is the second stop. Yes, so this will handle the front case, and then this one will handle the case behind. So it will be last stop and second last stop equals to train line -1, and then we want to point the last stop, point to the second last stop. Okay, so for I in range 1 and the length of train line -1, we want to point it to the previous stop and the next stop. The previous stop will be train line I -1, and the next stop will be train line I +1. Current stop will be just train line I. So we just want to do a point here. This stop or current stop point to the previous stop, and MRT dictionary for current stop we want to point to the next stop. So that should be it for dictionary, and I just want to do a test here to see if we did it correctly. Okay. So right now when you run this question for the PY, it will just be empty with no compilation error. But we can just do an input, and we say that first stop, this current stop is pointing to second stop. So at least we can know what's going on. And for the last stop, we can just give ourselves an input of last stop pointing to second last stop. And for the loop in the middle, we just say current stop pointing to previous stop and next stop. Okay, so just copy this. There will be a lot of input statements, but not to worry. It's just for us to see the test case. Let's just say this dot center it with a width of 50 to show us what's going on. So Botanic Gardens is pointing to Stevens. Stevens point back to Botanic Gardens, so we are over here. And then you'll point to the next stop. And then same thing for Newton or Little India. And for Rochor, because it's the last stop, so you can see there's an error here. Okay, because second last stop is not correct. So it's a good thing when you do input, you can trace your code like that. So we just Ctrl Z out of this and play it again. Now we are Rochor. Now it's correctly pointing to Little India. And we just did a break line here, and it will do the same for the Newton line and the Dhoby Ghaut line. So for the Mac dictionary function is correctly done. let's just close the input function, just comment it away. Okay, so MRT dictionary equals to construct MRT dictionary and point, and this too is done well. The next step is we want to map this original stop and whatever stop close within 2 stops of this.